WASUTA. This is one of those groups who I really love reacting to. I really enjoy listening to their songs, and I think I might as well share it with everyone else. I know that when I do videos about WASUTA, they don't get as many views because, you know, most of the people who watch these channels are, they're the rock heads. They want to listen to stuff with guitar solos. I get that, but I love a lot of different types of music, and I do love pop. And you know what? When it comes to idol groups, hard for me to think of anything I like more than WASUTA. This is just the reason why I like this group so much is just it's more than just the charm that idol groups usually have. It's the fact that they're really good singers. Like, they really have great voices. You hear them do live stuff. It's amazing. A lot of idol groups, they're good on the recording, then you hear them live and it's just like chaos. WASUTA, they just have really good vocal training. I love the fact that I know they went from being a 5-piece to a 4-piece, but I love the fact that the lineup has basically remained the same. You know, we're not like subjected to constant graduations and new members, which is a big thing in a lot of the mainstream idol groups. But I love the fact that they have that. They're a consistent line of faces with a high quality of talent and really nice songs. Anyway, well, it's coming up now to what's their 10th anniversary. 10th anniversary of WASUTA, and so they've got a 10th anniversary song. First time I ever heard WASUTA, I think it was 2019 that Platonic Girl came out, and I remember did a reaction to the Platonic Girl video back then. Unfortunately, that one was one of the ones that got removed when we had the channel thing. Our channel got closed down, had to come back, and a lot of the videos were anything that had even the gentlest of copyright claims, you know, not like a copyright block, but just something where they said, oh, that's our song in it. All of those got deleted off the channel against our will, and I think that included Platonic Girl. But yeah, so I first checked them out, I think it was in 2019, and I remember loving that song, and then everything like Simani Nu, all these kind of songs. I think they're such a joy. If you ever have a down day, you can stick on some WASUTA and it just kind of cheers you up. So anyway, this 10th anniversary song, this is a song dedicated to their 10th anniversary. I guess that's what that would be. So let's dive in, enjoy it together. Just the most cheerful group. Hopefully this will be one of those nice examples of why they're such a lovable group of singers. Oh, funky bass. This is about as poppy as it gets, and I love it. I love how much is going. I like, you know, a lot of J-pop. This sort of detail, all the layers of the instrumentation. It's so fun. Oh, I love that chord pattern. There's actually piano as well. It's a great build-up. This is really catchy. I was not expecting the post-chorus. This is really well written. All the chord progressions, they're kind of like, they're not just like the obvious chord progressions, they've just got a nice jazzy feel to them, and yeah, it flows so well. Love that verse chord pattern. Really starts you like off to one side and brings you around to that resolution. Man, I'd go to church if it looked like that. Oh, Oh, that is some hot piano. This is really... This is one of those songs, if you don't like pop, you'll just think it's another pop song. If you like pop, this is good. Listen to all the stuff that's happening in there. All right, that's a lovely frame to leave it on. I really like that. All right, now, I think this actually, do you know what, now I'm thinking, the more I think about it, this, not only do I really like this, but this does exactly what you would want from a 10th anniversary song. Now, what I mean by that is that when you're doing a 10th anniversary song, you're not going to want to do something experimental, take you in a whole new direction you've never been in before. You want to do something that celebrates your existence. So, in a way, you want it to sound like it's a pop song. It's a pop song, the sort of song that you know anyone who's already a fan of you is going to like. It's going to be something that's going to appease people. You can do your funny, crazy songs other times, other places. This is the one that just you know all the fans are going to enjoy. So, genre-wise, straight down the middle, kawaii pop. But, I always say this, if you're going to do something which is predictable, your core sound, something which people know is going to happen, if you can do that and then elevate that sound, really take that well-trodden sound to, turn it up to 11, do it at its best, that is such a rewarding feeling. And that's kind of what we got here. Now, there's so many things. Now, I spoke mostly about the instrumentation and the music when we were listening to this, because for me, so much is going on in the way that this is written. I'm a songwriting person first and foremost, and the songwriting in this is really good. But I have to just say, it's almost like the given, and yet it should be the most important thing. The girls just did brilliant. I love the fact their voice is just that little bit different, that each time when they're singing, you know who's singing, because their voices are just different enough, but they're complementary as well, that when they sing together, you get that beautiful choral sound from them. And also, again, it is somewhat backed up by that feeling that, as nice as they sound in this recording, they sound just as good live. They're not one of those bands where, as I say, they're not one of those ones where you take them out of the studio and suddenly their voices all go like that. They were brilliant. In the video, they gave it the full kawaii was on display. It's terrible. Nothing worse than a middle-aged white guy saying kawaii. But they delivered that beautifully. It was absolutely brilliant from them. But they were kind of doing as good as they always do. They got the idol personalities. They got the personas. They're great. They're fun to watch. They got great personalities, amazing voices, amazing delivery. Song-wise, though, I have to say, I think that this did such a perfect job. It was catchy as all hell, but it wasn't a disposably catchy song. It's the sort of one where it's not just going to be an earworm where you're going to get tired of it. It's going to be one where you can come around and just enjoy the chorus again and again. I think this is one they can keep in their catalogue for another 10 years. I certainly hope we got WASUTA for another 10 years. Who knows? But I certainly hope we can keep WASUTA forever. Kind of like perfume. Ignore age, just keep going because you're amazing at what you do. Sorry, my voice nearly broke there. They're really weird. Again, middle-aged white guy, breaking voice. Very weird. So I think this has got that chorus that you can keep going for a long time with. I think it's very melody-focused, which is lovely. I love the way that during the verses, the speed of the vocal delivery builds up, and it sort of does a great job of building you into the chorus when it finally comes. But the instrumentation was gorgeous, the chord patterns already. I mean, without going through and listing all of the chords and sort of sitting here and working all of them out, it was lovely. I love the fact the verse starts you off. It doesn't just start you from a major chord, just sort of very satisfying chord. It starts you off on a slightly off-kilter chord, a chord that feels a little bit like, you often say your chord patterns are supposed to sound almost like, when you talk with a certain tone and a certain inflection, and if you end on a up note, it sounds like a question, it feels unresolved. But if you speak and you end like that, everyone knows that's a resolved feeling. And music's a lot like that. You know, you write chord patterns like you write a sentence. And so having it start on a chord pattern that feels a little bit uncomfortable and then sort of brings you around to resolution, it's nice. It's a chord pattern that, like, you know, it feels like there's a journey, a narrative to it. And then that's played out through beautiful musicianship that happens all over the top of it. That piano was so good. A sucker for a good piano solo. You know, again, I said that this is the sort of song where if you're a pop fan, you're going to like it. If you're not a pop fan, you probably won't. But even if you just don't like pop or J-pop or any of that, if you're just like a rock person and you just like good musicianship, you've got to be able to listen to this and hear the great musicianship in this. And if you can't, open your damn mind. Yeah, this is great. I found this so much fun. I found the backing really bouncy and fun, but thick and full of ideas. I thought they were charming and wonderful as ever. Definitely just top tier of the idol groups. Who are you going to find better than WASUTA? They are the world standard. They set and exceed the standard. And yeah, just the music was great fun, well written, beautifully performed, great layering, nice bouncy production. Yeah, it sounded poppy, but it sounded lively, and yeah, there was a lot of detail to it. Yep, loved it. Couldn't possibly imagine a better way of celebrating 10 years in a genuinely quality way. Genuine quality celebration of what makes them them. Great stuff. Love this final frame. WASUTA forever. Let's keep them going. What an amazing group. Anyway, get in the comments. Tell me what you think and preface it whether you're a WASUTA fan or not, whether you're a J-pop fan or not. If you're not a J-pop fan, you've been watching all the way through this video, then thank you. Thank you to anyone watching, though. And until I hopefully see you in the comments on the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.